Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for March 1st through 15th, 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys are doing great out there. Hope you're staying safe, healthy, taking good care of yourself, and just doing the best for you and others as possible. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome and thanks so much for checking me out. And also, if this is a return visit or you already subscribed, I thank you so much. Appreciate your involvement, and I'm so glad to have you back. If you have not yet done so, I do invite you to reach out there and hit that subscribe button to join the Dragon family. Also, give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoyed this content. First, a few quick notes, as always, before we get started, that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Virgo out there, so if these messages do resonate with you and they feel right, they are yours. And if they don't resonate with you, Virgo, they probably belong to someone else out there, or revisit this reading in a couple days or a week, and then it might make more sense to you at that time. This will mostly be corresponding to Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, and also all Virgo cross-watchers are welcome to join us today as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like to make a donation to the channel, or would like any information on the card decks that I use in any of my readings, I always post that information and links down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. So Virgo, we've got a lot of powerful changes astrologically happening for you right now. The sun just completed its cycle through the sign of Pisces and is now traveling in the first sign of the zodiac, Aries. Now Aries, like I said, is the #1 sign of the zodiac. It begins our astrological new year all over again. So it's like Happy New Year again, as you know, Aries ushers in the beginning of the astrological zodiac cycle and also the first day of spring, which coincides with the sun's movement into Aries. We also had the Aries new moon on March 24th, so this is a lot of brand new fresh energy that we're moving into right now. This does light up the universal 8th house of your chart, and that is the Scorpio sector. So Virgo, this brings you a lot of raw magnetism and power. Scorpio is a very psychological sign, and to me, combined with your energy, it's very powerful for healing, both inside and out. So this is a time when I really think that you know, it's like use your powers for good, because you can wield power for, you know, really great purposes or really not so good purposes. So make sure that your intentions are pure, strong, and higher vibration, because this is a time where you can be very, very healing towards your inner psyche and deeper emotions, as well as those of others. It's also a time where, you know, passion, sensuality, sexuality come up together, you know, combined with that psychological awareness and understanding. It can also be, you know, a period of time, you know, through that time of Aries where you know, you might be receiving money from or help from someone else, because the 8th house does rule other people's money, so that can sometimes come up into the equation as well. Some big movements are that Mars, the planet Mars, and the planet Saturn have both shifted into the sign of Aquarius out of Capricorn. For the Saturn cycle, that is much longer. That's been, you know, sitting in that universal 5th house for you for about 2 years. So as it shifts into Aquarius for a short amount of time, couple months before it goes back retrograde, you're going to be feeling, again, a lot of healing coming up, because that will be highlighting your natural 6th house, which is the Virgo house. So I would say with Saturn's presence there and Mars being there, this is bringing up lots of organization. It's a really great, powerful time for you to really get things clear. You might be doing literal house cleaning or, you know, financial organization, something to do with that. I would also say that through especially the next couple of months, Virgo, take good care of your health. You know, if you do, you will really be rewarded with good health, because Saturn is very much about, you know, structure and routines. And Virgo, you know, to a degree is also about structure and routines. So make sure that your routines and your habits are healthful ones. If you haven't been taking as good a care of your body, this is definitely a great time to start. And also I would say for all Virgos that are involved with any kind of humanitarian or, you know, kind of charitable causes or anything where you're helping others or helping the planet on a global level, this is when you really shine, because this is also a time where you are so good at extending aid and having an understanding vision of what the mass consciousness needs on a very worldwide level. So awesome stuff for you there, Virgo. I will mention as well, and I will be doing a reading about this specifically, that Venus will be moving into Gemini on April 3rd. It will be staying there a long time because we will be having a Venus retrograde in that mix. This is going to be probably a little bit more challenging in your relationships. I do sympathize because it will be squaring my natal Venus as well, so we'll kind of all be in the same boat together on that. But I will be getting deeper into that as it comes up. I will be posting readings, particularly about that Venus-Gemini movement, and giving you even more insights to that as it comes up soon. So let's go ahead and dig into your cards. I'm going to pull some major themes for you and also get into your tarot. We'll do a full tarot spread and see what your story is for this first half of April. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Virgo as we do their reading for April 1st through 15th, 2020. Please protect their energy as well as mine, and please bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Yes! Virgo, your key word and number is health. So absolutely, like I said, take good care of your health. Do things that are, you know, going to improve and, you know, amplify any kind of healthful benefits for yourself and your routines or whatever it is you do from day to day. You know, most Virgos, many of them are already very focused on their health because it is a sign of medicine, healing, and well-being. So many Virgos, you know, can even be a little OCD about their health, which, hey, I don't mind because I'm a little bit that way about my own health as well. But this is definitely very positive to say that that's highlighted. The number is the 71. 7 being a number of a movement, and number 1 being a number of initiation and new beginnings. So to me, you add them up, you get an 8, which is beautiful balance and integrating two sides of yourself. So yes, let's pull a animal spirit card. We're going to see which animal spirit's coming through strongest for you right now on that earthly spirit plane. Now that's interesting. Okay, so Leo had this same card come up, and this is a pretty big deck, so that is interesting to me, that the moth spirit came up again. That is the, you know, the message is surrender now. To me, the moth, it's similar to butterfly in energy in the way that there is that transformation about it, but the moth, you know, is famously drawn to the flame, drawn to the light. And so to me, you know, this brings up kind of your own energy because it reminds me of the Hermit card from the Major Arcana in the Tarot. And the Hermit is the Virgo card. And, you know, he's holding the light, holding the lantern with the star that's guiding him. And so it's like he literally is going towards, you know, the light of truth, the light of, you know, awareness or awakening or enlightenment. And so Virgo, this could very much be a time where you really surrender and, you know, you listen to your higher mind. You go towards the light of the divine truth. So that's a beautiful message coming through for you. So let's pull a chakra crystal card. Let's see what area is coming up for working with and healing. Ooh, I like this one. So Virgo, obsidian. This is one of my favorite stones. I often have obsidian around. I wear obsidian bracelets much of the time when I'm out, especially because this is a root chakra stone. It's very protective. It's so, so good. I like this one, and I also like the black tourmaline used together, which you can also do. But the obsidian is a volcanic glass, and it's a beautiful protective energy for you. I would say that right now it's important to be protective of your stability, of your grounding and centering. So, take good care of yourself. Right now, of course, there's, major health concerns going on. And, for you, it's not a bad idea at all to be taking good care of not just your physical health, but your emotional, mental health as well. Not letting, really negative people, situations, and experiences get to you too deep. Putting up that good layer, that good barrier. So let's move Mr. Dragon over here. We're going to get into your tarot. I'm going to be using the Spirit Song Tarot for the initial spread, and I will be clarifying with the Celestial Tarot on top of that. So let's see what we've got, Spirit, for our Virgos for April 1st through 15th. Lots of rapid movement for my Virgos right now. Yes, there's a lot of movement, a lot of communications, a lot of energy. This is right at the center. That 8 of acorns, which is the same as the 8 of wands. We've got that electric eel moving through. So there's just a lot of energy popping. This is rapid movement. Like I said, many times it's communication coming through, people talking to you. And sometimes it can be really exhausting. Usually that's a very positive card because it kind of tells me that after a lot of potential stagnation or things just, kind of not moving very quickly, it's like finally things are starting to move, starting to gain some momentum and get some results. And so, yes, definitely getting some results. We have the Chariot. This is the number 7. It's also in Cancer alignment, the sign of Cancer. So there's a lot of nurturing, with that. There's a lot of emphasis towards the home. For some of you, you could even be moving towards, having a home of your own, or reestablishing what kind of home you would like to have, or maybe even in the process of moving or contemplating a move in some way. But, the Chariot is also about gaining in knowledge, gaining in wisdom, gaining in spiritual balance. In the immediate past, we do have the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. In the past, this is the change, new potentials and possibilities, the wheel moving forward in your favor. So it's like some things have really progressed, they've moved ahead. I honestly, sometimes that Wheel of Fortune can feel very positive. Sometimes it feels very tough because, sometimes if something's not healthy for us, things will shift and they'll move us in a direction that's ultimately going to take us to a good place. But maybe at the moment, it's like, oh gosh, this doesn't feel great. But, we have to trust the process. So let's look what is enhancing that card. Yes, and this is the Aries Emperor. So definitely this has something to do with the very immediate past, with the moon, the sun and the moon moving into Aries. To me, that has a lot to do with it because this is energy that certainly moves you forward, certainly starts a much more fiery, dynamic, bold kind of movement forward. It's also about you stepping into your leadership, and that is a large part of why things have started to move ahead. Maybe the wheel has shifted and now it's starting to move in your favor and things are getting more optimistic, even in, the face of challenges. and adversity. It's like, you know, this is where you're really stepping up into your leadership role, and you have something that is worth fighting for, and you feel very passionate about that. Moving into the immediate future, look at that. We have that Fool card, which is that leap of faith, the traveler, again, the movement forward. This is Mars energy, it's Uranus, this is Aries, Aquarius. So it's very, again, you know, like I said, that power of Aquarius moving with you really helps you to step up into facing a lot of challenges, and also just, you know, being in a position to really make a difference to the mass consciousness. So beautiful potential there, coming into fullness there, Virgo. Yes, and Six of Pentacles. So it's just all about balance, you know, and this is very earthy energy. It's very Saturn, it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So to me, it's like you're taking that leap of faith, you're taking those bold steps forward, but you're definitely having that really nice earthy balance about reciprocity and making sure that things balance, making sure that you're given enough, you know, but not giving so much that you have nothing for yourself. So very, very nice. On the undercurrent, the subconscious, Virgo, there is that Four of Feathers. That's kind of what you're focused on right now, is sanctuary. It's rest. You know, needing some respite from some of these huge new energies that are moving with us. Big, bold stuff, and a lot of, you know, a lot of drama, a lot of feeling of chaos. There's a lot of uncertainty and, you know, just flat out fear and nervousness out there, which it's like you really need to counter that sometimes. Really take a break for yourself, and you're feeling that and sensing that. You know, Virgo, you tend to have a very active mind. You're ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication and the mental, you know, movement. So sometimes, yeah, you really do need to take, you know, a little bit of time out to just rest, recover, completely relax the mind, do some meditation, do some deep breathing, getting more sleep, whatever it is that helps you to heal. And look at that. Oh, love it. So on top of that, we have the Magician. Because when you take this nice break, when you give yourself moments of peace and, you know, and recovery, it really helps you to keep transforming and growing and creating, because the Magician, guess what he's ruled by? Mercury, just like we were talking about, is your ruling planet. So, you know, Gemini energy and Virgo are represented with the Magician, so you're definitely in there, Virgo, and you know, you have that ability, just like that Magician. You know, he's a healer. He's not just magic, but he's a healer, and so are you. And you know how to take all the elements of yourself and bring it together in something new. And of course, Mercury is that winged god. You know, the wings are on the top of the head because that is the mental clarity, the intellect, and you do know how to use that. Here on the top, message from Spirit crowning your spread is the Shaman, the Hierophant, the Eagle Spirit in this card. Very, very beautiful. Divine wisdom, spiritual power. This is also, you know, you're thinking about commitments. You're thinking about, you know, what kind of spiritual commitments and emotional commitments you're making to yourself and to others and the world at large. And Spirit is really saying, in a lot of ways, you're stepping into your own. This is Taurus energy again, so it's very earthy, it's very solid, very dependable. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. So let's see what clarifies him. Five of Pentacles. So there it is. There is that feeling on the undercurrent there, and this is Taurus energy too. So to me, on an earthy level, on a sensory level, it's like some of you, you know, may be feeling that you're in separation, or you're going through a feeling of being left out of something or not being included. But this is, to me, really saying that you are. You know, this, you know, the divine never leaves you out, Virgo. It never lets you down. You know, so right now, if you're feeling a little bit left out, if you're feeling like, you know, that door is locked to you and you can't break through it, this is telling you sometimes take a different tactic. Go around the other side there, Virgo. There may be, you know, another doorway or a window that is open to you, because that high vibration of that Hierophant and that Eagle, that's a very high vibration card. It's very aligned with spiritual order. So don't give up. You know, keep to your grounding center. Keep your roots protected. Yes. Make sure that you're staying stable within yourself. And don't let things rock you, even if you feel like you're going, you know, against the grain a little bit, or you feel like you're putting out ideas that are not readily accepted by everyone. Don't give up or try another tactic. So let's pull you some advice. Oh, yeah, okay. Wow. All right, so Virgo, first card for suggested approach. The Emperor is coming up again. So to me, you know, that was from your immediate past. That's that leadership energy, stepping into your power, being very fully yourself, because Aries is that first sign. We are working through that energy right now. And so to me, that is all about being truly you, because Aries is about the identity and who we are and why we are here. So, you know, focus, stability, you know, really fighting for what you truly believe in. You know, not little petty arguments. This is like, you know, righteous anger. This is righteous indignation. This is saying, you know, no, I will fight for this. I will stand up for what's right. It's really beautiful. So definitely don't let down on that. That is something that's really important for you to continue right now. And then we have that Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay, so super fiery. This is dramatic fire energy, very strong, passionate, bold, dynamic new beginnings. This is the hand of spirit bringing that to you as well. So it's very divinely guided. When you fight for, you know, what's right, when you fight for the good of, you know, others, the good of the people, the good of the mass consciousness, Virgo, you are standing so in your power, so in your alignment. Then we go into the what you need to know. This is the Six of Pentacles, and it's coming up again. You had that in the immediate future as well. Again, balance, synergy, gratitude, keeping things in harmony, keeping things in balance. So don't let things get out of whack. And that's like, you know, don't work to yourself too hard. But also don't rest too much. It's kind of like keeping a good balance between rest and work, right? You know, that's what keeps you on track. And there we have the Ten of Wands. This is a very fiery reading, you know, because this to me is the end of a very difficult, burdensome cycle that has been very heavy for you. You know, these have not been easy times. These have not been, you know, simple. It's been very challenging for you, and it has been a challenge to keep that balance in the midst of all this. But I think in a lot of ways with that energy, with that Ten of Wands, a lot of these burdensome cycles are coming full circle. We get this again, another Ten of Wands, Ten of Acorns, there it is. Responsibility, dedication. This is to me that burdensome cycle coming full circle because you've been so, you know, diligent and working hard, and you're just really hoping that this is truly coming to an end. That's, you know, it's like you've been at it for a while. This is very strong. Getting 2 Ten of Wands, 2 Six of Pentacles, 2 Emperors. Woo! Air, Virgo, what you've been going through. Whoever this is resonating with, it's like you have been fighting hard. You have been standing strong. Oh my goodness. Very dramatic, very bold, very strong warrior energy. And look at that. Yes, to me, that's a beautiful sign that things really are turning in your favor and turning in a better direction, and that you are stepping up out of a very difficult cycle here with that Star card, that Aquarius energy. Like I said, Saturn's just going into Aquarius. It's lighting up that 6th house of Virgo for you. So, you know, you're getting ready to come into a very powerful time, I believe. You know, this outcome card, 9 of Wands again. So it's like this is you continuing to feel that you have to persevere, that you have to stand in your power. You know, but it also, to me, it can be a tough card because it's like there is that feeling of having to be on guard, of having to protect and having to constantly defend, you know, which may be a feeling that you're still working through. to be honest with this, even though I do see a lot of things turning a better curve here. You know, you're still, it's like you're working through some big stuff, and you're really standing up as a warrior, as a fighter, as somebody that's there to defend yourself and others from harm. Yeah, and the Eight of Wands, yet again, you had that in the center. So here's another one that's doubling up for us. So yes, this is rapid movement. I don't think you're going to stay in a defensive stance for long, because I think you're really ready to move out of it. This is very rapid movement. It's lots of communication. It's very bold yet again, because it has that Mars rulership, that Sagittarius rulership. My goodness, guys. So yeah, Five of Crystals. You had this in the major spread as well, with that feeling of being left out. So it's like, you know, make sure that you take different tactics. This is persistence. Try new possibilities, new ways of seeing things. Five of Cups. Yeah, some of you are getting through some really big heartaches here, and making some big emotional adjustments. So Virgo, don't give up. This is some stuff, but you've got the power to work through it. You've got the power to heal from it. And obviously you've got the power to fight, especially when it's done for the good of all. You are such a powerful force for humanity, because Virgo does rule service to humanity. And when you stand up for that, wow, it's like you really, really shine. So let's pull a affirmation from Archangel Michael and get a last bit of advice for you here. Okay, so Virgo, lean on God and the angels for support. Whatever your sense of connection is to the divine or higher power, that's a very good place to be. Even if you're not particularly like super spiritual, like, you know, but even meditation or, you know, contemplation and taking time for yourself to really unwind and, you know, feel more at ease and more calm. But the prayer is, Dear God and angels, I give you this situation now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. That will also help you with some of that feeling of, you know, being on guard or that feeling of defensiveness. So Virgo, this was a beautiful reading. It's very powerful. It's very fiery and dynamic. So I hope that you're going to have an amazing first half of your April, and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.